sports in our final month. We're underway in Week 14.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let it. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
On first down, it's Gurley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll go down at the 28. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D.
They run. It's Gurley. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. That is hauled in by Jimmy Graham. Touchdown, Bears.
Touchdown.
Jimmy Graham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Bears 7.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now it's Watson. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Houston.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He'll find Lindsay here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun, Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Lindsay. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Now a play fake, and it's Watson letting one go deep for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown, Houston.
Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On play action, they'll throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no
yardage. Okay.
They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14 yards into Chicago first down. Gurley. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
King on the tackle. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun now on third down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll try and push it in with Gurley, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 1-yard line.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the end zone, Watson rolling to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lindsey. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. On first down, Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Watson. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, the 20. will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again is Watson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk? Oh, now Lindsey lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Watson now to throw. Screen pass to Lindsey. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. That catch good for only a couple. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Texans first down.
And they'll run with a former All-Pro. This is David Johnson.
Number 31.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Watson's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Watson, flush to his right. Able to locate his running back, open downfield. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss, 4th down now.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Bears take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
That factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
It's 4th down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here comes the Bears punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. 1st and 10. It's Lindsey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Watson now to throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 33. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again they run with Gurley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last season, makes the stop.
At the 31-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. After the run, Watson going to throw. And this is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Watson eluding the pressure right. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. On 1st down, Lindsey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Watson flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, but frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The open man is Westbrook. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Fourth down.
On 4th down, Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Lindsey. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have retaken the lead. But flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Mooney. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He's back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. But now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. He's going to let this one go deep. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement.